Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another UWE online interview. My name is Dustin McGowen, and joining me at this time is one half of the UWE Tag Team Champions, the Loaded Guns, none other than John Cross. John, how are you today?
Doing fantastic, Dustin. It is always a pleasure.
Thank you for coming today. And I just want to start off, the last time we saw you, you were none too happy, and the object of your ire was none other than American Made. Do you have any thoughts? You've had some time to think about it. Do you have any thoughts after the fact about American Made?
American Made. Man, American Made, it's not like we're the closest of friends. I'm trying not to take it too personally, but American Made has always been a great character in the locker room. Like, he's someone you can usually depend on. He's great to bounce ideas off of. He's always there. He's super positive. A lot of the fans love him, the kids love him, and whatever it is, he's got such a great personality. I don't understand what it is about this initiative that has piqued his interest or taken his attention. I don't know. I don't even know what to say to it, but Big Smooth, who is one of my very good, close personal friends, will not be at this recent UWE show because of the things that American Made did to us in the ring, and it's very lucky that I'm here tonight because of the things that they tried to do to me. So I take that attack on a personal friend very personally, and regardless of what American Made, or I don't know if that's even what he's calling himself's intentions are going to be, my intentions tonight are to make him answer for those actions.
Very interesting, John. Now, you mentioned personal friends. A close personal friend of yours is someone we haven't been seeing too much of around the UWE ring lately, and that's your tag team partner, the other half of the Loaded Guns, the UWE Tag Team Champions, Brandon Walker. Can you fill us in on where Brandon is?
Brando is one of my closest friends in the world. He's a brother, absolutely. And listen, man, Brandon's put his time in, and he's done his thing, and he's loyal to this company and the tag team, but he's got, without going into gory details, some family issues. He's here. He comes when he has to be. Sometimes he doesn't manage to stay the whole night. Sometimes he has to miss a show. I really could have used his help at that last one, obviously, with what took place at the end of that show. But Brandon's great, man. We're still the tag champs. We're going to be defending those titles very, very soon, and that's about as much as I want to go into that.
Okay. Take it back more to the competition aspect. Take it out of the personal realm. I apologize if that made you uncomfortable or anything. We've got a great tag team division brewing here in UWE. We've got Simply the Future in here, Southern Asylum. Could be said parts of the initiative can still function in the tag team realm.
Absolutely.
Just how long do you think that you and Brandon can hold on to those tag team championships?
Well, we've been holding them for quite a while. We won them back at Showdown of last year, and have been running with them very strong. And we haven't defended them recently, but we have defended them numerous times since that time. So I'm looking forward to being the first tag team to ever go a year holding these championship belts and beyond. So I strongly feel, absolutely, that Brandon and I, the Loaded Guns, will be defending those tag team championships at Showdown, be it against, like you said, members of the initiative, Simply the Future, who is doing great strides here in UWE so far, or any other combination. So I'm looking forward to continuing to be a tag team, the Loaded Guns, as the champions for as long as we can possibly do it.
Good to know. I await those matches. I think they'll be really great.
Absolutely.
Let's talk about your future, John.
Sure.
John, you've been the UWE champion. You've been to the top of the mountain. You've been tag team champion. You've held every championship in UWE. Is that correct?
Absolutely.
Okay. Where does John Cross want to be eventually in UWE?
Well, in UWE's first year, there was a hard competition between myself and Anarchy. It was him versus I for the first UWE championship, and he won that match, became the first UWE champion, and I went on to be the first man to defeat a UWE champion, and I became the second champion. I became the first 3-time UWE champion, and then he became a 3-time, and then I became the first 4-time UWE champion, and now him and I are tied. So even though we've set aside a lot of our real beef, this competition that we have kind of going with these championship reigns, it's still in the back of my head. So the future, like I said, I love where I am as a tag team with my brother Brandon and stuff, but I would love to be the very first 5-time UWE champion. I can see that on the horizon. Right now, I mean, the whole championship is up in the air with the initiative. The belt's been destroyed. I don't know what upper management has in store for that. Right now, we've got Zack Sinister, who's basically an uncrowned king. He has no championship. And right now, I'm going to focus on what the Loaded Guns are doing. I'm sure Sinister and Brian Breaker have many hard battles ahead of them to decide what they're going to do with that championship. But one day there will be a new belt. There will be a new UWE champion, and one day I will decide to come for whoever that is.
Strong words there for me, John. Last but not least, let's take it from the future and bring it back to tonight.
Sure.
Tonight, you've got a match versus American Made, and you said some pretty strong things as we talked about at the beginning of this interview. If American Made were here right now, what would you say to him?
Well, in an effort to be dramatic, I would say that I hope American Made is happy with what his actions are about to have impact on him because, well, let's just say American Made he's poking a dragon, and I'm not one of those friendly neighborhood dragons that becomes your buddy and lets you ride on his back. This dragon breathes fire.
John, thank you so much for joining me tonight. Tonight, it's John Cross versus American Made, a battle of the beards and a dragon about to wake from his slumber. For UWE Online, I'm Dustin McGowen.